Wow, what a beauty! Flying a new airline and going to a new country today. So excited! I think this has to be the most interesting livery and colors. It's unbelievable, man.
So colourful, so retro. Makes the 787 look great.
Hello, welcome on board. 3F.
Thank you.
Welcome, please.
Sam, I think they've got the world's best welcome screen on this flight.
Yeah, I can see why you like it.
Just got on board the Uzbek Dreamliner. Believe me or not, going to Uzbekistan and flying this airline has been on my list for quite some time.
You want to take my picture?
Oh yeah, I'll take your pictures.
So we're off a pretty cute start. Usually flight attendant will hand you a tower like this, but this airline give you a tower and then come on a plate like this. And I think we're up to something culture to Uzbekistan.
Zero fuel weight actual will be 152, eco weight will be 182. CG 17 may be used. Change is 17, CG 25.
Select temperature 46, V1 142, rotate 142, V2 148. Same.
My name is Abdulmanap, I'm a captain. First officer today is Inagama Timur. And welcome on board to Uzbekistan Airways en route to Tashkent. It will take us 3 hours and at flight level 390, and I hope you will have good flight. Enjoy your flight.
Hold the nearest mask and personal items. It is forbidden to smoke during the flight.
Wow, super hot outside, over 40 degrees Celsius, and we're 1 hour behind. And because the airfield was super busy, you see a lot of exotic tails, lots of plane activities. This 787 is one of the early delivery, -8 short body, 24 seats, 18 business class, 222 open seating, but you can go fully flat. 6 more in the second mini cabin, and then they got a 333 bulk of economy class. After takeoff, I'm looking forward to explore more the Uzbek hospitality, especially I'm looking forward to the meal. I'm getting hungry.
Uzbek 334, can take off 30 right, 2901.
Landing lights on. Let's get on. Fast trip. Долго, enough.
Rotate. What's great?
Get up. Well done.
Safe.
We just reached cruising level. Earlier we took off and make a right turn, passing the Northern Emirates. It was kind of hazy day.
Bizni Toshkent xalqaro aeroportiga mahalliy vaqt bilan 17:25 ga qo'namiz. Добрый день, дамы и господа. Приветствуем вас на борту самолета Boeing 787. Авиакомпания Uzbekistan Airways.
Oh wow, that's massive. That's massive. Thank you. So this one is horse meat.
Yes, it's horse.
Horse.
Yes.
Horse meat.
Do you want more?
More horse meat? Later.
Okay.
So I guessed it right. This piece of meat I ate was horse. This one is also interesting. This one I watched some TV and travel documentary. This is a Uzbek bread. I believe it's called samsa if I'm not wrong. And it's like a samosa kind of bread, but it actually has filling inside. I think there's either beef or lamb filling inside. So throughout the lunch, I think the culture of Uzbek really shines, right? I was eating horse meat, and then I have samsa, I have some other bread with chicken inside, and look at the dessert. If you love airline logos, you surely love the macaroon. They have a huge logo on the macaroon, and even on the chocolates, they have the logos, right? All of these goes down with a nice cup of tea, and that's the lunch. I'm with one of the cabin crew down here, very friendly, and checking out what do they have in economy.
It is our economic lunch box. We have here salads, Uzbek breads, and fruit, and also we have two kind of hot meal. It is beef and chicken.
This is a huge one in economy, actually. It's semi-sweet. It's not a dessert wine. It's actually a champagne. I always thought Uzbek Airlines a dry airline, but to my surprise, they offer Uzbek champagne and wine on board by request. So we're already in the Uzbek airspace. Huge country, actually. 34 million population. So before landing, the cabin crew were presenting this book for looking for passenger to sign. I was thinking, what on earth this is? This looked like a logbook for pilots, but it turned out to be a book for feedback.
Minimum landing 200, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Roll out. On the brake, speed brake. Reverse.
Welcome to Uzbekistan. Our plane has just landed. It is from Karimov International Airport in Tashkent. Local time is 20 minutes past 5 p.m. Temperature is plus 30 degrees Celsius. Please remain seated. If the belt must be fastened until the...
Wow, there are lots of interesting airplanes. Derelict, Ilyushin IL76, new airlines, Kano Shark, Centromere, lots of Uzbek 767. Lots of interesting stuff on the ramp here.
Sam, you probably saw some IL76 freighters here on the ramp. A true monster of the air, and built right here in Tashkent.
This is definitely the hotel we're staying at. It reminded me the Ilyushin 86 giant. I think this is the presidential suite. Unbelievable. We just arrived in our hotel, famous Soviet hotel, Uzbekistan. Charlie's very smart. He booked the presidential suite here, which I have a normal room.
It's such a unique look, the style, you can't find it anywhere else. And it's like the last surviving element of a world that's disappeared now.
Good morning. Becoming a train spotter for a day, taking the Afrosiyab, the Uzbek high-speed rail today to Samarkand. Let's check it out. Yep. Right side. Thank you. So this is actually the business class, 1 and 2 sitting. Way more legroom than the airplane sitting. I can't recline the seats for some reason. I'm pushing the lever, but it doesn't go flat, but it's comfortable enough.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
tea, please. Tea.
Like coffee?
Yeah, black tea. You get full service, free tea, free croissant, muffin. We just arrived at Samarkand. I think the top speed was 150 km/h. There's not enough domestic flights. That's why we're taking this train, because this morning there's no flight between Tashkent and Samarkand, which is very close to each other. But tonight when we return, we're gonna fly a new airline. So after arriving in Samarkand, we went straight to the airport to check out a new terminal.
Samarkand's airport, like an open book.
Oh, it's like a book shape.
Yeah.
We're gonna go have a tour around. Follow me. Isn't that beautiful? Sun just came out on the ramp here. Unbelievable. At Samarkand International. This is a new airline. Very few people have probably heard of Air Samarkand. 1330s here. And there's a 321 behind us. Out of all the planes you've seen today, which one you're most excited about?
Funnily enough, the answer is this beautiful antique AN2. Maybe that's what AN stands for, antique. It's the world's biggest biplane ever built. And because of all that wing, it can't stall. If the engine stops, you just pull the stick back, hold it, and it comes down at the speed of a parachute.
Oh, that's the most famous thing in Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
What is it?
Plov.
Plov.
Yeah, traditional dish.
Plov.
Bon appetit.
Thank you. So by the way, these two beautiful ladies are our tour guide today. Introduce yourself.
Aziza.
Aziza.
And my name is Luxora. I'm happy to. Welcome. Don't be afraid about this big plate, because traditionally Uzbek people eat from one plate. It's kind of traditional that unites people from different places, guests and relatives. So unite.
Let's unite.
Yeah.
Let's unite and eat together.
Yeah.
Here's my friend Maria. We met again in Samarkand. How cool is this? She's the lady who has the key to let us go out at Samarkand Airport for plane spotting. And tell us how we met before.
First time we met in Moscow and Vnukovo International Airport. It was 7 years ago in 2017. So now we are meeting each other here in the old square of Samarkand at Registan. So I'm really happy to see you here, and I'm really enjoying.
I think we have an unusual friendship.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because of aviation.
Yeah, aviation is love, I think. So we can do it like the heart.
So we were just chatting, and tell us what you said earlier.
A few years ago, it was absolutely prohibited to organize, to make spottings, to make aviation photos.
Right, forbidden.
But 3 years ago, we had a special law here in Uzbekistan that all the airports should provide all the aviation photographers to come to spottings, to organize spottings officially. So now what we are practicing to do.
Did you hear that, London Heathrow? Did you hear that? All the major airports in the world. You should provide us spottings in the airport. Well, we just done the one-day food tour in Samarkand, and now it's time to go back. 7:20. First time flying this new ATR, Silk Avia, back to Tashkent. Hi, how are you?
One B.
Yeah, thank you.
Because of some weather system and routes, we had some moderate turbulence on the flight. But soon, we were treated to a gorgeous sunset at Tashkent.
Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Good morning, back at the airport. Today we're flying to another new destination in Uzbekistan.
Sam, where are we going?
We're going to Urganch.
Urganch, please.
Urganch. I wish every airline has a map like this in the terminal. So today we're flying from Tashkent, which is here, to Urganch, which is here, across the country. Hello, hello.
Hi, welcome on board.
Thank you. Hello. So here I'm sitting inside the A320 of Uzbek airline, monoclass this time, but they do have a pretty large TV screen. I think the plane's quite new, you can tell. Full flight to Urganch.
Minimum. $50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. 5.
Wow, very hot here, just landed. Beautiful. Every time using the stairs to get in and out of the airplane. Taxi. Like there's lots of fur balls here, this is interesting. These are hats, right?
Yeah, the hat is typically for men, and four season is active for protected, so from sunny days to 60 degrees hot in summertime, and to the minus 10 and 50 degrees in cold weather also.
Good morning, I'm back in Urganch airport this morning waiting for our flight to Tashkent, but the flight came late, so we're all in this Soviet era looking terminal building. Nothing much to do here, admiring all the poster of the landscape of Uzbekistan. But all of a sudden, one person stood up and everybody follows. I think we're ready to board. Happy days, we're going flying.
There's nothing like boarding in a big airliner from the ramp. You know, when you're in a jet bridge, all you see is a tiny bit, but we've got the whole airplane here in front of us.
really good. There was a lot of respect for the pilots, clapping every time after landing. We are at the site where they used to build the Soviet monster, the mighty Ilyushin IL76. And imagine all the hangars here, there's test runways here, and Tashkent's famous for heavy industrial. But now this is the techno park. Everything's changed and cleaned up. Look at the sheer size of the factory here. This is where the IL76 was built. I can imagine lines and lines of planes, but now they're building a refrigerator, white goods, all by robots in the background.
So I left Uzbekistan and head home the next morning. I would say the airport experience needs some serious improvement at all Uzbek airports. Walking up every flight in rain, very hot or very cold weather isn't always desirable. The potential in Uzbekistan is huge, with over 35 million population. But the aviation sector is still underdeveloping, with one state-owned airline and a few privately run airlines. The challenge of these new airlines are limited funding, limited experience in aviation, difficult to recruit and source airplanes. Uzbekistan is on the crossroad, an Asian silkway between East and West, so it will be extremely interesting to see how aviation sector develops itself in the next 5 to 10 years. On the other hand, the Uzbek hospitality is absolutely wonderful. I would like to thank all the people I have met on this trip.